Kara. Over the past week or so, we've sort of been talking on Twitter about how different things are in Australia to America. But specifically, it's whenever Kurt Megger plays a board game and I say something and you're like, wait, that's just normal in America. For instance, Monopoly in America uses American places, and in Australia it's like the British version. We're very British in Australia. You said the two big ones were like Boardwalk and... oh, it was Park something. Park Place? Parkin. In Australia it's Mayfair and Park Lane. But I thought I'd go through some Australianisms, and I've written some down in my notebook. Oh my gosh. Now, to be honest, I am probably the worst example of an Australian person you will ever meet. I don't really use any Australianisms, and I'm not too fond of our culture, nor am I patriotic. So, I hate our accent, to be honest. I mean, if you told me Australia sucks, I'd probably hit you a bit in the face. I don't dislike it. So, mate. Everyone says mate. Hey, mate. How you doing? Oh, that's British. Anyway, we say mate a lot. It's like the equivalent of saying dude in America. Or like, hey you, person. A toilet in Australia, it's called a toilet. You have a mall, we have a shopping centre or the shops. You call them fries or French fries. Well, we call them chips or hot chips. We call it aluminium instead of aluminum in Australia. And then a bogan. A bogan is someone who pretty much is an Australian. No, I shouldn't say that. Pretty much classless. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying all these things, I know it. So people who like wear really daggy clothes, like in singlets and stuff, and sweatpants, and that's just not like when they're lazing about at home, like when they go into town. But not even necessarily that, just, you know, leopard prints, hot pink. They always speak real like this, like, oh yeah, mate, yeah, let's put another shrimp on the barbie and have a beer, yeah. And probably quite uncultured. Hey, have you ever seen this musical called Wicked? Wicked? What's that? Is it about like surfing or something? Nah, musicals are for idiots. Don't you know that? Are you an idiot? Are you gay? Then culturally in Australia, we scoff at Americans a lot. Generally there's a sort of like a stigma in Australia that Americans like, I don't know, like they're crazy or something. Which, I don't know, I sort of agree with a bit. Let me give you an example. Hey, do you know what I heard the other day? That Americans have bacon flavoured ice cream. Mate, Americans. I don't know, just there's a lot of things that happen in America and then we hear about them, or like things you have there and we're just like no, he's serious. That was far too reserved. It would be more like this. Americans. Racism. We're pretty relaxed-ish compared to America with our racism. So many Asian jokes. So many. That's by no means to say that as a culture we are very, like, hate other races at all. We just sort of make fun of them a bit. Tall poppy syndrome. You may have heard of this. As a culture, we are not okay with people being better than other people. So if someone's excelling at something, people try and bring them down a bit. Obviously it exists in America to an extent. I think it's awful, to be honest. And you can't talk yourself up at all, or people will just think you're ridiculous and completely up yourself. Hey guys, have you seen any of my vlogs lately? No. And that sort of segues into our humour. It's an interesting segue. We're quite self-deprecating and very sort of critical humour, I suppose. See, basically, I did not need to ever go study anthropology. Thank goodness I didn't do that. I can just do it myself right now. And this is Harry Potter cover art. Okay, you guys. This is Harry Potter cover art, except it's actually a special edition and it has stars around the sides. And this is the Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's